Girl, you have to lock in because the end of the year is coming. We can't stop it. We can definitely be intentional with how we end the year. These are the 5 things that I'm going to be doing to lock in to end the year, and I thought I would share them with you guys because honestly, I really need to lock in. Last 2 months of summer have been chaotic. I have been doing whatever, really just not on my Zoom, but also really loving life. So I really have been living the best life, living the best summer that I could really choose to live, and I don't regret it. I don't regret being off track. I don't regret the 5 pounds that I've gained, which is just lovely to see that my body is changing and shifting. I don't regret the memories that I've made in the last few months because I'm meant to make them. But I also know that I want to grow, I want to glow, and I want to become that woman, which means I got to get back on my grind. I got to get back on my Zoom. This is the perfect time because all of the events are winding down and it's getting dark outside. Time to really focus and refocus. First way that I'm getting back on track is to really celebrate myself. The reason why I've been able to really reinvent myself and really shift into the next level was because I took the time to celebrate myself, celebrate the big wins, celebrate the small wins, really see where I've been. And I do think that we cannot ignore this if we want to be better and also if we want to stay consistent long term. If you want to win in 2025, you have to see the fact that you've accomplished something in 2024. If you don't see yourself accomplishing things, you don't see yourself moving forward, what's the point? We always have to have a reason, and I really do think part of it is looking back and celebrating. What are the things that you've accomplished? What are the things that you have overcome? What kind of woman have you become? And also, how did you start this year and how are you right now? You have to look at that. You have to celebrate that. If you don't do that, you won't recognize the woman that you were and the woman that you are. Because I promise you, you have changed. In the last 10 months, you have changed, and you can either see it as bad or good, and you get to decide that. One of my biggest accomplishments this year was really fully transforming my body, my confidence, and really starting this YouTube channel was such a huge thing for me. I had to transform my mindset in order for me to get there. I had to transform who I am in order for me to really become this confident. I'm going to celebrate the fact that I started a YouTube channel. I'm going to celebrate the fact that I lost 20 pounds and capped it off. I don't hate my body anymore. I don't completely love it, and I'm ending this year really being confident, truly walking in myself and learning how to love myself more and more. That's a huge, huge celebration. That's a huge accomplishment. So what have you accomplished this year? Did you start a new job? Did you get out of a toxic relationship? Did you set boundaries with family, friends, or your boyfriend or girlfriend? What did you do? How did you get through this year? What have you done? It could be as small as I started going to bed early, completely shifted my sleep schedule. I started to go to the gym every day, something that I wanted to do. I've started going on walks. I've gone out more. I'm engaging in social activities more. Not minimize anything that you've done. Do not minimize any small growth because it's literally the smallest steps that get us to the big goal. The second way that I'm locking in and ending this year strong is to reprioritize with intention. So we've had a lot of goals this year, right? I have had a lot of goals, things I wanted to do. I have a vision board. I have all kinds of Pinterest boards, like things that I want to do. Some of it I have done, some of them I haven't done, some of them I want to do. And right now, since the season is changing, things are kind of all over the place. So I think right now is a good time to slow down and reprioritize intentionally and be really intentional about what am I going to focus on? How am I going to lock in? I've celebrated myself. I know what I've done. I know what I've accomplished, and I'm ready. I'm motivated. Now, how can I really focus? How can I really have tunnel vision? The way you do this is really taking inventory of what you have on your list. What do you have on your goals list? What do you have on your vision board? However you keep track of your goals, your life plan, your vision, what do you have on that? And if you don't have it, this is a perfect time for you to really put something down. Write it down somewhere on your notepad, in your notebook, on your Notion, on your Excel sheet, whatever thing that you use to track your goals, to really put them down. So when I say prioritize with intention, I say you need to focus on the right things, not all things. Just because something is important does not mean it's priority. We have to make a priorities list. What is the thing that you really want to get done? And the way you choose that it's priority, for me, it's always like, what is the thing about me that I really want to accomplish that's been on my heart for a long time? This is that one thing that I've always said, I want to do that, and always put it off. So there's a reason why it keeps coming back up over and over again. It's because you want to accomplish it, but you haven't really sat down and prioritized it. So that's one way to prioritize and being intentional. The next is looking around and saying, okay, what is the thing that's causing me the most chaos? What is causing me a lot of contention? What is the thing that's just like, I don't really like either about myself, about my life, about where I live? Like, What is that thing? And prioritizing that. That's something you can focus on so that you can get peace, that you don't have chaos around you. And for me, one of those priorities is my home. And I don't love the house that we're renting right now, but I love the neighborhood. I really do think the woman that I've become this last year has outgrown this space, but I need to find a way to make the house more cozy. So I'm doing some space planning, and I want to move things around just so I can have something different. That's just an example of like really prioritizing something that I know is making me just not happy in my life. It may be trivial to somebody else, but this is my home. I live here. I walk in. This is where I go every single day. And it's very important to me that I really enjoy being here. I enjoy the space. I enjoy what I have around. So what are you going to prioritize? How are you going to lock in? Is it your YouTube channel? Is it your fashion? Is it your body? Is it your mindset? Is it your family? What is on your priority list? The third way that I'm locking in this year, and I really do think it's going to help you, is to schedule as much as you can. You can schedule everything if you can, but schedule as much as you can. My Apple Calendar, I love her. She keeps me in check. One of the things that I've been trying to do is look at my calendar first before I say yes to anything. So I would say scheduling everything is important because one, it's about being intentional. Ending the year strong is really being intentional. And that's why we talked about prioritizing with intention. So whatever the priorities you decided on, like we talked about earlier, you need to start adding them to your calendar. When are you gonna go to the gym? When are you gonna see your family? When are you traveling? When are you filming? Like for me, at the beginning when I started this, I was doing really good because it was on my calendar. I said no to anything that was around me filming, scheduled it around my husband's work schedule so that when he's home, I'm not filming, we have that time together. I was intentional about it. Really scheduling things, having them in advance will help you lock in because you already have a commitment. Even if it's a commitment of self-care, taking your bubble bath and drinking your wine and watching your Netflix, whatever the commitment you put on your schedule, honor it. Putting things on your calendar and following through with them teaches you how to honor yourself. It teaches you how to show up for yourself. It teaches you self-confidence and self-trust. Imagine if you had a lunch date with somebody, you put on your calendar, you said you show up, and you don't show up. How would that person feel? It would be disappointed. If you're not showing up, then what's the point? What's the point of the relationship? Same thing with ourselves. If we're not showing up for ourselves, what's the point? The fourth way to lock in at the end of this year is to create a dopamine menu. I didn't come up with that term.
I recently discovered the concept of a dopamine menu, which is basically your go-to list of things you can do to feel good throughout your day so you don't default to doom scrolling on social media.
Dopamine menu could mean a whole lot of things to you wherever you are in life, but I think the biggest thing to remember is that it's meant to really help you, getting you off of screen and getting you off of comparing yourself to other people online and really tapping into your creativity, tapping into the things that are around you and really finding joy in the moments that are not on screen, not on TikTok, not on YouTube, not watching something, but really tapping into the gifts and the things that bring you joy. This could be anything. This could be reading, drawing, biking, running, singing, dancing, cooking, like all of the things. I would honestly say we can tailor this dopamine menu to the winter time because there's certain things that we can't really do in the winter time depending on where you live. It's getting dark earlier, it's colder, certain things are not in season. So I want to create a tailored dopamine menu just for the winter. Dopamine goes down in the winter. It really does. I'm from Alaska. I know, I really do understand the importance of having a dopamine menu so that I can be engaging in activities that are gonna bring me joy and are gonna get me through the winter until we get back to spring, get back to summer. So for me, some of the winter things that I really wanna do, a lot of indoor stuff, but I do wanna continue going on my walks, finding places where I can go on these beautiful long fall walks. We have a few state parks around us that we can go to and we can walk. For me, one of the things I want to do is add more game nights with friends. This is the first year we've actually made really good friends since we've moved. It took us 3 long years. I want to do a Friendsgiving before Thanksgiving, and I just want to do more things with friends and really have community. The other thing that I do love is puzzles. My goal is to do at least 3 puzzles this winter. We'll see how that goes. That's just a few things on my winter dopamine menu, things that I can really just take and do so that I'm not stuck to my phone, I'm not stuck to TV, I'm actually doing things that are helping me grow and are helping my mental health. What is it that you can put on your dopamine list? What are the things that you want to do? How do you want to end this year with just like joy? Last but not least, the 5th way for us to lock in and end this year strong is to sleep enough. Yes, sleep enough, baby. You have to sleep enough. Grind, work, like get on it, which is great. Like I'm all about the grind, but I've realized that Rest, sleep is so important. Like, we know sleep is important, we know it, but we gotta prioritize it. I want to prioritize not only like actually going to sleep and sleeping enough hours, really creating the space for good sleep. So we did get a new mattress this past year. I wanna get new blankets, I wanna get a new duvet. I'm actually going to get a like customized pillow. My chiropractor, like, she's gonna measure me and she's gonna get this whole pillow literally cut out to my neck and everything. I'm so excited for it. That's gonna be down the road, probably towards the beginning of the year. I've had really bad neck pain that's been causing me migraines. So I'm prioritizing my sleep. I'm prioritizing my bedroom. I've never really prioritized my bedroom at all. But this grown woman understands the importance of sleep. Like, I actually get why like adults have these elaborate beds and all this stuff, because ooh, when my head hits that pillow, yes, I'm really prioritizing my sleep. I'm prioritizing how I sleep. I'm prioritizing when I sleep. I'm prioritizing the quality of my sleep. So I'm gonna start doing a lot of research on just getting sleep. When we sleep, it really helps us lock in even more because we have energy to do what we need to do. That is all I have for you, my friend. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment. Let us know how you're ending your year strong, whatever you're doing to help the community grow. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to this lovely growing community. And I'll see you in the next one, my friend. Bye.